I think we're up. I think we're live. Are we live, you puppies? Are we live? Good boys. Good boy, don't he? Well, here's the squad. Here's the squad. We'll do a quick intro in a second, make sure everything's working the way it should be, and someone at least jumps in to let us know how the settings are doing. You okay, Cardi? You okay, boy? How are we doing? Are you happy, puppy? Are you happy, puppy? Are you happy, puppy? Right, well, I think it seems to be stable enough. Let's do a quick intro. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, depending on where you're watching from. But you are tuning in to Crighton Pet Services live dog walk on my afternoon session. A very rare treat to be going live with my afternoon squad. It's typically for slightly bigger dogs. So the premise once upon a time when I first started the business was my morning session was only for the little guys, and then my afternoon session was for more active and energetic dogs, and that typically meant that they were larger. And as a result, today we've got two labs and a pointer. They're large enough for what I do. We've got two border terriers. We've got Maxie boy, hello buddy, and Pablo. So Max is a cockapoo, Pablo is a Spanish water dog. We've got Otis here, a border terrier in the middle. We've got Biscuit up ahead on the path, another border terrier. You maybe can't see him through the grass, but he's there somewhere. And here are two black labs, Finn and Cardi. Difficult to tell these two apart when they're face to face. When they're side by side, I should say. But there is a couple of distinguished differences. One of them being that Cardi's only really operates on three legs. He's had an accident when he was a bit younger, and now this is Cardi here, the one that's closest to us. He kind of operates on three and a half legs. All four legs work, but he's not quite as dependent on the one that was injured. So what are we sniffing here, gang? What's to be sniffed at? What's to be sniffed at? So we tend not to go live in the afternoon too often, partly because the dogs require a bit more work, and that usually involves two hands. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. We'll get Cardi and Finn to drop the ball here. Thank you, Otis. Okay, we'll use this ball. So they're off doing a retrieve for me, and that was pretty swift work from Finn. Well done, buddy. Good boy. Bisk, hey, I know. It's not, the retrieve isn't for everyone, bud. You don't need to get upset, hey? You don't need to get upset. Good boy, that was good work. I know, it was very good work. That's very good work. Let me clear the camera there a little bit. So we tend not to go live too often with them. They can be a bit more noise and a bit more energetic, and I need both hands to like throw the ball, retrieve the ball, get them to do the things I need them to do. And also they need a bit more space, but more than that, to be perfectly honest with you, the reason that we don't go live too much in the afternoon is because my camera tends not to last battery wise. So we'll make this one a quick live stream. It is really for, oh sorry, we're getting a little bit of noise back here. What's up? What's the matter? Why are you getting stressed? Why are we getting stressed? Hey, sit down. Sit down. Cardi. What's it? Yeah, the camera doesn't often like the the barking as well. Sometimes you might think that your sound is cutting out. It's probably down to one of these guys' sharp barks just echoing through the microphone. So they're just as well under control as my afternoon pack, but they require a lot more stimulation. And that stimulation comes often with a little bit of over arousal, which is what we've got just now. And that over arousal is coming out in terms of a bit of noise. And yeah, we don't like to show you that they're a bit frustrated or a bit upset with me because I'm not playing with them as well. So I'll just show you my boy. This is my own dog, the pointer. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. He's not actually black. He's liver coloured, as per the Kennel Club description, but he's a brown dog instead of black. Maybe there's a bit of contrast there with Finn next to him. You can maybe see a bit more clearly Finn and Cardi side by side there. Yeah, he's a handful. He's a crazy boy. A crazy boy. But I get quite a lot of requests from my subscribers to go live with my afternoon team, so every now and again I do like to do it just to showcase the team, show off the dogs. And yeah, I do really like going live, but it's frustrating that my battery and my phone doesn't seem to want to last as long as it does in the morning session anyway, at least. So we'll see how it goes. The weather is not the best today. However, I have to be honest. So you can see here from Cardi and Finn, or maybe they've just ran away from me, but the water sort of just beads off them, repels off them quite well. They won't, they'll be soggy on to touch, but that water sits on the outside. This way. Up. Good pups. Good puppies. Yeah, can we see that? The slobber certainly on the top. Thank you, Dante. Thank you, buddy boy. So yeah, so the weather isn't that great, but these guys are loving it. So we've had in Edinburgh in the last, I don't know, say 2 months, I think the average temperature has been like 22 degrees. And that is hot for Edinburgh. We are used to working in summertime of conditions of like 15, which is what it is today. So this is tropical for us. We're loving this kind of weather. But no, in all seriousness, this slightly cooler, slightly wetter day, and the dogs are just so much more active. And that's another reason to show them off today on the live stream, is because they are just like happy as anything. You can really see, or I can really see, a difference between how they are today and how they were on Friday. Friday was a tough day. I think we had like 25 or 26 degrees when we were out in the afternoon. It's almost a bit too hot for them to operate, and they certainly can't operate in the way that they're doing just now. We didn't have them working quite as hard. We're just walking at the moment, but we have covered a huge amount of terrain already, and you can see their range. This way. And just little signals of recall and getting them working in different directions and things keeps their body and their mind active. You can see these guys are just a little trio of each other. They're quite well bonded, quite well suited to each other. I do love that. So the contrast between these guys and my usual live stream, which is my morning dogs, which are all small dogs, all under sort of 15 kilos, is quite staggering, and I'm sure some of my long-term subscribers will thoroughly enjoy watching this rare afternoon live stream. Watching the gang, seeing the pups. Come and see me. Come here. I know, I see you, buddy boy. I see you guys. Let's see you. Let's see you. Oh, you're a stuggy puppy. Hey, shh. I know. Seeker. Find it. Good. Good boys. See all the grass seeds. We have to be really thorough with that and get them nice and clean, but because these guys go like otters, they'll just brush off the top of them and we shouldn't have too much problem. There's a little orange beetle on top of Finn there. Didn't know what that was. Hey, Pablo. Thank you. Thank you. If we can get up to 10 likes, I'll give the pups a biscuit on camera. We're only at 2 just now, so I won't hold up much hope for the short time that we'll be on, but I'll apply the same rules. We do that on my morning session as well. Do says hi. Hi, do. How are we doing? How are we doing? The rain's just starting to come on. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up that, but the noise, it might start getting a bit heavy. We'll see how we're going. One duck still alive. Welcome along. Welcome to the channel. The dogs are cute. I can't take any responsibility for that, but I did pick them, I suppose. I did pick them from many different options. We've been very lucky to be as busy as we are business wise, which is great. Keep coming. And if anyone was with us this morning on the live stream this morning, I suspect maybe a couple of my subscribers will watch this video. And this is actually where we were on this morning session, and the little guys struggling through this long grass, but you can see Cardi, Finn and Dante taking it in their stride, lapping up this terrain and really making short work of it. We're out for a bit longer with these guys and require a lot more stimulation to get them to be nice, content, settled dogs. So we're out for a good hour and a half, maybe even a bit more on a day like today where it's cooler in the summer and we can get them working hard. Oliga, hi, how are we doing? Welcome along. Finn says hi. Finn says hi. Oh, so does Biscuit. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the barking cuts out some of the audio, so apologies if there's snippets of this that sounds a bit distorted or my voice loses for a minute. It's YouTube cleverly trying to cut out the loud, harsh noise for your earphones, but sometimes it just stops the sound altogether. How are we doing, puppers? How are we doing? So yeah, so if up to 10 likes, we'll give the dogs a little bit of food on camera. Some of them will take, some of them won't be bothered, but there's a couple who will love it. And I'll show you the rest of the team. I'm showing you quite a lot of these guys. So this is Max. Saying hi, Max. This is Pablo. We've got Biscuit here. Hello, buddy. That's a great name for a puppy, isn't it? Biscuit. I know. And Border Terrier Otis. If you were watching this morning, they are the 4th and 5th Border Terriers in the team out of the 27 dogs that I look after. So we've had them all out today. I've not actually had them all out at the same time and in one go, but it's a plan for making a video on that. One of the things that we get asked about is Border Terriers and how they are able to coexist, because quite a lot of people find these dogs incredibly spicy, and if you don't have them well trained or you don't have them from a good background, you can have real trouble. Hey, Finn. Hey, bud. Shh. I'm talking. I'm talking. So yeah, so we've got 5 border terriers and they are great fun. Right, Dante, you drop that ball for Finn. Give it to him. Let's give it to him. Come on, go find it. You carry that. Stop barking. What's going to get you to stop barking? Oh, the rain's coming down heavy now. The rain is really coming down quite heavy. Sometimes this can be problematic with my screen. I'm hoping we're good. I'm hoping we're good. It's amazing how quickly the weather in Edinburgh changes. This is the stuff that will get you absolutely soaked within 2 minutes. Just because of it's like that nice fat rain. Quite refreshing in the summer. The dogs love it. We have had 2 or 3 months of very hot heat and very little rain, very little reprieve from the heat, so they're making the most of this. I think that's why the barking and the energy's up a little bit. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're probably a little bit too much energy, so we need to get them put to some good work. We're out for about an hour and a half. I'll probably cover about 6 kilometers in terms of how far I walk. The pace is a bit slow at the moment, but it tends to be the way when we go on the live stream. But we'll probably get up to about 6k, and these guys, especially the likes of Dante, Finn and Cardi, they'll probably cover 3, 4, 5 times that on the session. We once had a tracker on one of my quite rangy dogs, and he had, in one session, I think he covered like 38 kilometers in 90 minutes. It's a fairly good tempo. That dog is no longer with us, sadly, but he was quite a wild pup. Not as well behaved as you guys. I know. Rita, yes, we're in the UK. We're in Edinburgh. It's rainy here. It's rainy all week, but it's great conditions for the dogs, and especially it's the summer holidays as well, for the kids. So it means that places like this that might have families coming out for a day out, a picnic, a bike ride, a little change of scenery, and getting the kids away from the iPads and things, is we don't have to battle too hard with people when the weather's like this. When it's a bit nicer, like it's been, it can be a real struggle. You imagine if you and your family had just set up a picnic and a barbecue over here, and over the horizon comes these 7 dogs playing and leaping through the grass and no care for you. We get ourselves into trouble, don't we, guys? But I'm only saying that because obviously we do absolutely everything in our power to just keep out of people's way. And for those that have been on with us for the whole 19 minutes, we haven't seen a single soul where we are, so it's quite nice to have some freedom to be able to work the dogs in this capacity where we are. It's lovely, actually. It's amazing. Show you a little bit of the city. You've got the Royal Observatory up ahead here. There's obviously not as much light pollution around this area as you might have in other parts. So that's that. I don't know, I think it's maybe more used for research and bits and pieces now than actual stargazing, but I might be wrong. And the mountain or hill in the background, it's a hill, it's only 300 metres, is Arthur's Seat. So we've got it's actually an extinct or a dormant volcano. So let's have a little play with the pups. Oh. Something just popped up on my screen. It was like answer a question. I don't know how I did that. I'm still kind of getting to grips with YouTube's live stream actually. It's not as intuitive as you might think. I know some of you will be watching this and probably don't have a huge amount of content creation. You'll just consume it as opposed to create it, but it's an interesting one. I'm battling with YouTube every day about things that are not as straightforward. I know, right? Go on. Go on. They are enjoying themselves. They're having a good time, Rita. I hope you're enjoying watching them. If you are, feel free to subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost anything. It's lovely that you've commented. But if you want to see us again, give us a little subscribe. It would really help us if from this you've commented and you also subscribe. That would be good for the old algo, or whatever you call it. The algorithm. The team are good. And we look after 27 dogs during the week. I say we, I mean me, myself and I. So these 27 dogs, we can have them out in pretty much any combination, but what I like to do is split the dogs by size. So we have the more active, larger, energetic dogs in the afternoon, and in the morning, which is when I go live on a daily basis, we have the little guys, same as Biscuit, same as Otis. These guys are out with me today, this afternoon, just because that's their owner's wishes, but most of the time the little guys are in the morning. So we've got I think out of the 27, I think 14 or 15 of them are small dogs, and we do them in combinations of sort of 7 or 8. Of them out in pretty much any combination, to be fair. Like any of the dogs that I've got on the books would be able to go with each other, but hey, where is the other ball? Oh, I've got it. I actually have it. Thank you, Rita. That's really kind of you to subscribe. Yeah, look, he's so we've got Cardi on the left and Finn on the right. Dante in the middle here. We've got Otis who's taking Finn's ball, so that's going to just lead to, all that's going to do is Finn's going to start barking at me because Otis has got his ball. So I'm going to give Otis a biscuit. I'm going to give Finn the ball back. Oh, look at this. Otis is a tough dog. He really is a tough cookie. When you take that, you take that. This dog is absolutely indestructible. He's got the ball back already. I tell you, he is one of the toughest dogs I've ever known. I don't mean aggressively or a bully wise. I just mean, you know, we put the dogs through their paces when we're out. We're in tough terrain, we're in tough conditions. We maybe meet dogs that aren't that friendly or a bit hostile. We maybe meet people who are the same. And Otis, he can deal with it. He can genuinely deal with it all. Nothing phases him. Nothing phases. My own dog Dante's trying to get the ball back off him. Otis, keep coming, buddy. Keep coming. Let the audience see you, bud. Good boy. Just give you an idea how wet we are now. It's lovely. Otis, Luke's saying you're a leader. What do we think? I think Finn agrees. You could put him in a room with a pack of Alsatians and he'd come out top dog. He'd come out with all of them grovelling at his feet. No, come on. Come on. Enough. Enough. Enough of the barking, please. We've got a nice audience here. Pablo! Enough. Yeah, they're a bit more high energy for operating YouTube. I like to do it when there's someone helping me and someone filming, which is very few and far between occasions. So, okay, buddy, you're loving life. You're loving life. Right, well, we're gonna give, if we can get up to 10 likes, we'll get the dogs some food on camera. One push, guys, come on. We're at 5. Let's give us a little like. Then failing that, if we can't get that in the next minute or so, we're going to call it a day. But whilst we're waiting for those likes to trickle in, I'm sure you've got it in you to do it. We go live every morning around about 11 AM UK time. So if you want to see my little dogs and talk about life as a dog walker, life in Edinburgh, working with dogs, working in public spaces, come and give us a shout. Come and join in, give us a little subscribe and join the fun. We'd love to have you join us again. If you can't make that time because it's too early for you, the videos that we create from the live stream, they go up as a video afterwards, so maybe you can consume it on your lunch break or later in the day. But you don't miss out. You can still comment on the video, and I still read and respond to everything that comes through on a personal note. So we do love our little community, little audience. It's getting big, almost 1,500 subscribers so far. So it's almost becoming something huge, considering it's only really here to show the owners how the dogs are getting on with each other. So it's quite a fascinating thing that has grown into something so huge. So we don't take it for granted. We love it. We love the fact that it's reaching different corners of the globe, in particular the States, where we, I think my audience contributes to about 23% of my views, which is huge. Who knew people in the States would want to see rainy Edinburgh and barky dogs? Monica, thank you. It is, can't take any credit for the scenery, but we'll just give you a little scan of the horizon. I'll tell you a little bit about it in a second as well, actually, where we are. So this is a nature reserve, basically right in the centre of Edinburgh. We're at the city centre. If you wanted to go to the shops and do some shopping and do some high street shopping and stuff, it's literally on the other side of that hill. We're about a 10-minute drive from proper civilization. So this is really, I mean, it's amazing to have this on our doorstep. Sorry, dogs are barking behind me. Quiet down, boys, come on. Good pups, just wait. Thank you. Finn, sit down. Finn. Shh. Oh, Finn's bit his tongue. Finn's bit his tongue. Just noticed that as he was barking, you know, when his mouth open. I won't do it in case my tongue looks a bit revolting, but his tongue was all cut. So probably biting down on the ball or something. So yeah, so we tend not to go live too often because they're a bit wild. They're too noisy. They're too noisy. Nah, Rita, they're too noisy. They're too noisy today. But hey, part of that is that it's so cool for the first time in months. So they've got energy to burn and they don't know what to do with it. And they've forgotten all their training and all their good behaviours and everything else that we do on a daily basis. They've forgotten it all. So I need to put in some work off camera just now today, I think, which wraps us up nicely. I'm going to sign off. So thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Thank you to everybody who's commented. To Luke, to Mama Bear. Oh, saying hi from East Coast. From the West Coast. Boys. Oh. Nowhere else matches Scotland for its scenery, I know. To Rita, to who else? To One Duck, to Nero. Thank you to all of you guys. I'm gonna get these guys. They are about to get what you would sort of say in sort of sports training or in the army. They're about to get a beasting. I'm gonna put the phone away and I'm gonna go into like triple speed that we're doing just now, and they're gonna have to earn their corn because they're a bit wild. They're a bit too wild, so we're gonna put them through their paces and get a bit of discipline and a bit of structure back into the day. So thank you for staying with us while they've been a bit hyper, but it's lovely to show them off and to show you guys them having a bit of fun in the rain and being a bit excitable and being a bit energetic. They love it. We love it. We'll be back again tomorrow, earlier than we are just now, but we'll be back in the morning tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe and we'll see you then. From me in the pack, tell your dogs I say hi. They'll know what it means. Right, have a great one. Thank you for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, come on, the button won't work. I need to stay alive forever.